16 Pros and Cons of Living in Georgia. Georgia is rapidly becoming one of the most popular states to live in for several reasons. Although Georgia offers plenty to its residents, there are some drawbacks to living there. Some cons are related to specific areas. However, it is crucial to understand more about this area to help decide if it is the right place for you to reside. Keep reading to learn more about what this state has to offer and what points to learn more about to help you make the best choice. The pros of living in Georgia. There are many pros to know about when it comes to residing in Georgia. These are some top reasons that residents prefer living in this southern state. 1. Lower cost of living. The cost of living continues to increase, so living in a state that has a relatively low cost of living is highly beneficial for people. Georgia offers more affordable living compared to other highly populated states. Plenty of nice neighborhoods and towns have more affordable housing prices. The cost of food, energy, and commuting is also lower than in many other states, which is why it is one of the most popular destinations for families and growing companies. 2. Plenty of jobs. Due to the expanding population and variety of businesses opening and thriving in Georgia, there are plenty of jobs available in almost all industries. This factor makes Georgia particularly appealing to people who want to improve their work/life balance and have more opportunities for themselves and their families. People looking for more stability and new challenges in their career field will be pleasantly surprised. 3. Thriving economy. Georgia has a thriving economy because there is plenty of growth and a lower cost of living. That means more people are contributing and providing tax dollars and support to virtually every business endeavor in the state. This is an excellent place to find everything you need at much better rates than other states. Individuals and families have a chance to grow and prosper in Georgia. 4. Nice weather. Due to the location of Georgia, they frequently have nice weather ideal for outdoor activities. Although they may occasionally see some light snow in the winter, a higher ratio of mild days makes day-to-day life and free time much more enjoyable. This location is ideal for outdoor enthusiasts who want to see what nature offers. There are mountains, streams, beaches, and beautiful woods and forests in this single state, which makes a living, working, and playing much easier due to the fantastic weather. 5. Plenty of activities. There is never a shortage of activities in Georgia. They have all the highlights associated with large cities in the more populated areas and all the nature-related interests throughout the state. There are plenty of beaches, countryside, shopping, and much more. There is something for the whole family contained within this single state. That makes it a top choice for those who want a little of everything all in one. 6. Good food. The southern states are known for their exceptional food, and Georgia is no exception. Not only will you find some top-tier comfort and soul food selections from restaurants and diners all over the state, but you will also find exceptional seafood and coastal cuisine. However, local flavors are not the only foods you will find. Thanks to its incredible diversity and expanding cultural centers, Georgia is now home to many authentic ethnic foods from around the world. It is a great place to live for those who really enjoy eating and discovering new dishes. 7. Mild winter. The winters in Georgia are pretty mild and offer a respite to those who are used to a harsh, snowy, icy winter. It may snow periodically, and there may even be rogue ice storms from time to time, but they are not frequent. The average temperature in Georgia during the winter is in the 50s. However, temps can range between the 30s and the 70s. It is a great place to live if you do not like the extreme cold of the north and prefers leaving the hassle of frequent snowstorms behind. 8. Spaced out living. Another great attribute of Georgia is the wide range of living. There is city life, suburban life, and rural lifestyles within 100 miles of one area. You can choose what setting you prefer and enjoy the perks it has to offer without being too far away from civilization or country comforts. It is the ideal setting to raise a family or build or buy a home that fits your preferences. Cons of living in Georgia. There are many reasons to live in Georgia, but like anywhere else, there are also some drawbacks. Find out more about some cons to consider for those who want to move to the state. 1. Lots of bugs. The South has tons of bugs, especially in the spring and summer months. Perhaps one of the most significant nuisance bugs is mosquitoes. They are very prolific and in some areas make being outside unbearable without a mosquito repellent. They are not the only annoying bugs in the state, however. Plenty of wasps, termites, and other seasonal pests can make a living in the state a challenge. 2. Terrible allergy season. Pollen is abundant in the early to mid-spring and then later in the summer and early fall. Those who have allergy issues will have problems with their sinuses during the pollination periods. The use of over-the-counter and prescription allergy medications may make a living in the state during these times more bearable. However, it is still something to consider before moving to Georgia. 3. Hot summers. Georgia might have mild winters. However, it has brutally hot summers. The heat can make doing outside chores nearly impossible on some days and can be a health hazard. It is important for people who are heat sensitive to venture out cautiously and stay indoors on days with a heat advisory. It is something to consider if you do not enjoy extreme temperatures during the warm weather months. 4. Tropical system threats. Because Georgia borders coastal states and is a coastal state on the eastern coast, there is a constant threat of tropical activity during the hurricane season. There are times during the winter when subtropical storms can create issues and power outages. It is always essential to be prepared for extreme weather conditions, especially during the summer and fall months. 5. High crime in areas. Like most developing areas or states, some very urban areas with criminal activity continue to climb. However, most of the crimes are committed in the more populated areas of the state. There can be criminal activity almost anywhere. Before considering moving to a particular area or neighborhood, it's something to investigate. 6. Bad traffic. You'll face significant traffic issues if you need to commute to populated areas or cities. Atlanta is especially prone to snarled traffic a couple of times daily. The best advice is to use patience and leave early to arrive where you need to go on time. You may also choose to use alternative routes to the interstates and highways. 7. Growing homeless population. The homeless population has grown significantly across Georgia in the last 20 years. While this may not be a deterrent for some, it is worth noting that areas with a high homeless population may have higher crime rates and lower home values. Try to research possible areas to consider thoroughly to find out more and ensure you get the best possible location for your needs. 8. Lack of public transportation in areas. Naturally, there is a decent public transportation system in place in the urban areas of Georgia. In the rural areas and some smaller towns, there might not be access to good public transportation. For those who depend on public transit currently, this can be a significant disadvantage and require them to purchase or lease a vehicle.